Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Here's your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
Prison. Is it a problem if you were in prison? No, not necessarily. Now, I'm going to throw a couple of things out really quickly. Real short points, nothing major. Typically, you can't get disability benefits for a condition that caused you to be in prison. Okay, so what do you mean by that? Well, think of it like this. Let's say that you were in a robbery and you were in a shootout and you got shot and you were mortal and you got shot really bad to the point where you lost your kidney function, everything like that. You can't apply to the government and say, okay, I want disability benefits because of my loss of my kidney function. I said, think about the logic behind that. You can't get disability benefits for an illegal activity that puts you in prison in the first place. Okay, that's the first thing. Second of all, you're not going to get benefits for any period of time you're in prison. So just get that out your mind. But most times what people are asking me for is, does it hurt you to be in prison for purposes of applying, typically when you get out? And I said, no, it doesn't. However, keep a couple of things in the back of your mind. What kind of treatment were you receiving in prison? Because that's usually what most representatives want to know about. When you were in prison, what kind of treatment did you receive? And because those records, even though they're not the most outstanding records in the world, they do demonstrate longitudinal care. So if you're coming to them saying that I have uncontrolled diabetes or I have asthma or if I have a bad back that's been kicking my butt, they're going to want to know. Well, show me those prison records, because those records typically will have a layout of all the medical treatment that you were in there for. And they're going to want to know, they're going to show what type of treatment you received while you were in there. Also, keep in mind certain things that you were doing when you were in there. Were you any work details? Did you participate in any activities? Did they give you any type of, special allowance passes so that you didn't have to go on to work details or maybe work in the kitchen or work in the, the horticulture center or maybe off-site, things like that? Those things actually play a part, because if you can demonstrate to the court that during the time when you were there, not only were you getting treatment, they were recognizing that your condition prevented you from doing normal activities like sports, like work, that may go away to help you as well. So going to prison in of itself does not necessarily hurt your case. It hurts certain circumstances, depending on whether or not you went to prison because of your condition, and your condition is what you're trying to apply for. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. Not going to prison for your condition. Like I said before, you cannot get disability benefits typically if the condition was caused as a result of some criminal activity. Like I said before, you were in a shootout, you got injured as a result of the shootout, and now you're trying to get benefits on that injury. That's not going to happen. However, the period of time you were in prison, that information, the information about the circumstances, the medical treatment, and what your scenario was like while you were there may go a long way towards helping you determine whether or not you're disabled.